They're off in the Preakness. Mystic Dan came out very well. So to Imagination, Seize the Gray, goes up in between horses, and Brian Hernandez is going to take back on Mystic Dan as Seize the Gray takes the early lead. Imagination on the outside is second. These two to set the pace 3 lengths ahead of Mystic Dan and Just Steel. Then Catching Freedom, Tuscan Gold in behind them, Uncle Heavy and Mugatu at the back of the pack. The opening quarter mile was 24.04 seconds for front-running Seize the Gray, who has seized the lead, and Frankie Dettori is keeping Imagination well off the rail in second, a length behind. And then comes Mystic Dan, who's on the rail just alongside of Just Steel. They've got 2.5 on Catching Freedom, who's fifth and 7 lengths off the lead. Then Tuscan Gold, Uncle Heavy on the inside, and Mugatu. 47.33 was the half mile for Seize the Gray, who heads up the backstretch in front with Imagination, his closest pursuer, in second. Just Steel and Mystic Dan are heads apart, third and fourth. Catching Freedom is well held, fifth in behind them with 5 lengths to make up at the half-mile pole. Tuscan Gold is next. Around the far turn they go, and it is still Seize the Gray who leads the way for D. Wayne Lucas and has been there every step of the way so far. Mystic Dan has made a move, and now he's just to the outside. He's taken second. Then comes Imagination in third as they come to the top of the stretch. Seize the Gray turning for home in front. Mystic Dan confronts him. Catching Freedom now right behind and swinging to the outside. Seize the Gray is still there. Mystic Dan bearing down on the outside. Seize the Gray won't go away. Mystic Dan Catching Freedom moving down the center of the track. But Wayne Lucas has got it. Seize the Gray wins.
And they're off in the TwinSpires.com Louisiana Derby. And there's Awesome Ruda, who strides away. Hall of Fame with Antiquarian, who broke through the gate prior to the start, and now Track Phantom with this early bid for Joel Rosario to take the early lead as they head toward the first turn. It's Track Phantom, who's emerged in front of Hall of Fame with Common Defense right there. Awesome Ruda in fourth, Antiquarian in fifth, and Tuscan Gold is sixth as they enter the first turn. Then comes Next Level. One off the rail is Real Man Violin, and they have 7 furlongs to run as these leaders go to the back of this historic New Orleans track. Anna Marie is racing outside of Agate Road, who settled with the rail, and Catching Freedom has dropped back to be 11th and last. The opening quarter covered in 23.49 seconds. So it's Track Phantom. Track Phantom dictates the pace here from Common Defense, who stays close to Track Phantom, who's allowed to dictate terms here for the run to the half-mile pole. With on the outside Tuscan Gold in the gold cap, and Hall of Fame is running in fourth. Awesome Root in the red cap in fifth. Then comes Antiquarian a wide sixth. Next Level is seventh. Real Men Violin eighth between horses, and 6 lengths from Tuscan Gold, who leads the Louisiana Derby field past the half mile. Then comes Anna Marie still together with Agate Road, and the trailer remains Catching Freedom. Half mile in 48.33 seconds. 3/4 for Track Phantom, 1 minute 12.54 seconds. It's Track Phantom who leads coming toward the quarter pole, but Common Defense has been right there with the front runner. It's Track Phantom and Common Defense. They're a neck apart as they turn for home. Antiquarian is sweeping outside of Tuscan Gold. Then toward the inside, Awesome Ruda. Hall of Fame down there with the rail. Catching Freedom is unwinding on the extreme outside to the final quarter of a mile, and it's Common Defense. Toward the inside, Track Phantom determined. Track Phantom sticking that neck out. Just holds Common Defense. Moving up Tuscan Gold, and here comes Catching Freedom, who's charging for Flavian Pratt. They come past the 16th. Last to first, it's Catching Freedom to win the Louisiana Derby. Anna Marie was second to Catching Freedom. Tuscan.
And they're off. Good start for Skip the Line, with Princetown moving up on the outside, splitting them while tightened up as team captain. In very tight toward the rail is Big Rich, and here's Big Rich. Castellano intent on getting to the top there. Big Rich now sticks the neck in front. 3 wide Princetown, 2 path Skip the Line. They've gone 2.5 better than Modica, who's now racing in fourth. Outside fifth is Tuscan Gold, and team captain shuffled the last of all as they race to the opening quarter. Big Rich guarding that inside spot with a neck advantage. The quarter was 23-3. Skip the Line is in the middle, and 3 wide is Princetown. A gap of 3.5 to Modica, who's a big price, but getting a good trip in fourth. 3 better than Tuscan Gold, and a length to the rail. The trailer is team captain. Down the backstretch they go. Skip the Line now shoves a half length in front while working out the center. Big Rich is at the inside second from Princetown, who left aggressively. He's now third. At the inside, it's Team Captain, who's on the improve, splitting horses in Tuscan Gold, and Modica's on the outside. The entire field separated now by 4 lengths as they pass the half in 47-2. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. Skip the Line has the lead by a length and a half. The other favorite, Tuscan Gold, tightening the screws into second from Princetown, who tries to cling to the top 2 while racing in third. These 3 have kicked well clear of the others as Big Rich is now fourth, but the matchup is on. Tuscan Gold has a neck to make up on Skip the Line, and here he comes now. Gaffleone and Tuscan Gold issue the challenge through 3/4 in 1:13-1. It's Tuscan Gold who's powered forward to take the lead. Skip the Line is flat to the boards, but back to second, 7 ahead of the rest, led by Big Rich and Princetown. Final 16th to go. They go to the first wire, and Tuscan Gold's going to get there first. It's Tuscan Gold clearing off for trainer Chad Brown to win by 5. Skip the Line second, 5 ahead of Big Rich, who was
and they're off. Ignite the Light breaks well from in between horses at the rail. There's Change of Command. Change of Command now sprints clear, is up by a length and a half. Call it 2. Ignite the Light's going to track in second, tries to cut back into that margin. Will do so as they back off the tempo as they get set to come out of the chute. Kendra Carmouche and Ridgewood Runner out in the center of the racetrack. They're tracking in third. They really slow down the pace now. There's Hunt Ball, is in a tight spot, is in fourth, is followed by Sierra Leone, who's under a tight hold as well, as in the 5th position. Just gets passed by deposition to be second to last. And the early trailer, that's Tuscan Gold. Tightly bunched here on the front end. They went 23.53 for the opening quarter mile, and it's 7-2. It's Change of Command and Control. Change of Command is up by 3/4 of a length. Ignite the Light at 10-1 is right up alongside here, stalking that pace setter. Deposition is down towards the inside looking for room. Hunt Ball is in that mix as well. Sierra Leone's in a tight spot there, is bottled up in between horses. Ridgewood Runner is making a run, and Tuscan Gold is steered clear, is out in the center of the racetrack, 5 wide, 47-1 for that half-mile time, and they are very bunched up on the front end. Change of Command is steered clear, is still in front, is up by a nose. Ignite the Light. Hunt Ball looking for a way out. Sierra Leone, same thing can be said for that rival. Tuscan Gold is 3 wide. They reach the top of the stretch, and Change of Command has got more and sprints away. It's Change of Command trying to bottom out the field. Hunt Ball down towards the inside. Ignite the Light. Tuscan Gold. Sierra Leone is putting together a rally on the grandstand side. Change of Command. Sierra Leone is absolutely rolling grandstand side, and here comes Sierra Leone doing it on his own. Sierra Leone. Wow, impressive. Sierra Leone over Change of Command. Ignite the Light. Then Tuscan.
They're at the post. They're off. Medaglia d'Oro and Pre-Donn Raid both broke running and go for the front. Seattle Fitz and Funny Side away 3rd and 4th, then Bowman's Band and The Judge Says Who, followed by Puzzlement, and the early trailer is Country Be Gold. No easy leads for Medaglia d'Oro as Pre-Donn Raid takes it to him early, and Jerry Bailey going to concede the lead on Medaglia d'Oro through from the inside. Pre-Donn Raid is a half length in front. Medaglia d'Oro now settles in second, and he had to tap on the brakes there as Pre-Donn Raid crossed in front of him, and that allows Funny Side to race right alongside Medaglia d'Oro. Bowman's Band is a tugging fourth. He's less than 3 from the front. Then Seattle Fitz. Then it's a big gap of 8 or 9 lengths back to The Judge Says Who. He's 5 lengths in front of Puzzlement. Puzzlement at this point has to be about 15 or 18 from the front, and Country Be Gold is the trailer. There's a half mile left to run in the 46 Donn Handicap, and long shot Pre-Donn Raid takes them into the far turn. Medaglia d'Oro has angled to the 2-path. He's in perfect striking position. Pre-Donn Raid is the leader by a tight length. Bowman's Band splits horses. Funny Side to the outside, and now Medaglia d'Oro makes his move, and he's about to be confronted by the Derby winner. Funny Side. Bowman's Band squeezes through at the rail. Pre-Donn Raid is out of it. To the quarter pole in the Donn. Bowman's Band has been pulled up. Bowman's Band pulled up at the top of the stretch. Medaglia d'Oro and Funny Side are 1-2. Seattle Fitz is running a monster race. Here he comes. He's up into second. Funny Side's back to third, but they'll have to gun down Medaglia d'Oro, who comes to the final furlong, and he's straight and strong in the Donn. Seattle Fitz watches him race away. Ladies and gentlemen, Medaglia d'Oro to crush Medaglia Doro made short work of the Donn field.